guys! So for those of you who have seen my last video of me going to go see I Set to Kill, you guys already know that I had done ayahuasca the day before I went to go to that concert. Now, if you guys can already guess from the title, I actually am going to talk about my ayahuasca trip. So within all my storytime videos, me talking about my experiences on taking psychedelics, you already know that most of them kind of weren't that great. But before I get into it, I actually want to thank the people who have commented on my Simon Ruseeds video and actually gave me a few pointers. Now, it was very helpful during my trip knowing that it's better to take the seeds in a powder form than it is whole. Getting straight into it, right? My best friend and I, we had the seeds, but the seeds were in a powder form, so it was a better and more easier way for us to ingest the MAOI inhibitor, and we had the DMT. But unfortunately, even though we had the DMT in a powdered form, the only way we were able to ingest the DMT was in a cart that had vape oil in it. Now I know you guys are think fucking crazy for us to be doing it this way, but I had no choice because that was the only thing we had that had DMT in it. Which, eating that grape flavored vape oil did make us sick, and we end up having nicotine poisoning, so we got really sick, and it was really hard for us to enjoy our trip. But it was actually one of the best visuals I actually had. Like, even though my best friend and I were both feeling sick because we ingested vape oil, and it made it kind of hard for us both to enjoy our trip, but I still, found a way to enjoy it because I had such great visuals. Like, there was a moment when I was laying in bed, curled up with the blanket, I saw a lot of shapes. And the crazy thing about it, like, as I was staring at the walls in my room, it looked like basically my room had the designs of a quilt, and it was pretty fucking cool. I mean, it scared me a little bit because I never had the experience of being in my surroundings where I did not recognize where I was. And within this moment too, my best friend and I, we were both tired. Now, I don't know if we were tired because it was the drugs or we were just tired in general, but we were both like closing our eyes, kind of falling asleep as we're listening to Jane's Addiction and Smashing Pumpkins. And as I'm closing my eyes, the music is giving me these like really nice visuals. Like, as we're listening to Smashing Pumpkins, and it depends on the song that plays. Like, if it was like a really heavy song for Smashing Pumpkins, my visuals will change. I think it was like XYU that we were listening to, and as I heard the song, the colors that I was envisioning as I was closing my eyes were like really jagged rainbow colors, and it was like real intense and really cool and bright. But when it came to like a really soft song, like let's say Starlight, for example, the colors would instantly get softer and it would look like I'm staring at a marble. A lot of cool things that I thought was really awesome too is that when I'm listening to Smashing Pumpkins or Jane's Addiction on this trip, I saw like a bit of myself, like the things that I like for instance, as my eyes are shut and I'm listening to the songs that are being played, I saw like really cool pastel goth type images. Like, I saw a coffin with some bat wings, but it also had like some drippy pastel yellow and pink and blue colors. And then I also had this other type vision thing where it was like black and pink goth. I don't know what it was. It looked like a cupcake, but it also looked like it can be, I guess, kind of like a store or something. I'm not sure, but it was black and pink and it had like some skulls and bat wings. And it was really fucking cool. I'm like, holy shit, hey, look, stuff I like. But I really did enjoy that. One of the craziest things though for me, honestly, like, even though my best friend, like, we're really close and he was like just like holding on to me, as we're going down this trip. He's like dozing off of me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know whether I'm like PMSing or my emotions are just haywired or what. I was just crying and like bawling my eyes out for some reason. I don't know whether the music was getting to me or the emotion, like the emotions I feel for my best friend. It's just like I'm like bawling my eyes out. I have like freaking snot coming out of my nose, which is so fucking disgusting. But I'm just so emotional, and I've never been that emotional ever on psychedelics. The only time I've ever been emotional on psychedelics is when I'm going on a bad trip. But it's the first time I'm actually experiencing like happy tears and feeling happy, and it was really weird. Going on to the next day, my best friend and I, we are both fucking exhausted. Like, this is the most tired we have ever felt on psychedelics. Like, he and I have both, done acid, we've done shrooms, and yeah, we'll feel tired. But not to the point where, like, it drains you so much to where you don't want to do a goddamn thing. Like, you rather just stay in bed like a fucking potato and just sleep for another 24 hours. Another thing too that sucked because, we basically had nicotine poisoning. We were both fucking hungry as shit, but we couldn't really eat because our stomach was still pretty fucked up. So, despite the fact that, we're both hungry, I figured, all right, let me go to Subway, get us something to eat. At least a little something that we can have either now or save for later until our stomach feels better. And as I'm outside, because the day that we took it, it was actually Pride. It's Pride Month, so all this Pride shit going around. I was so annoyed because I was so fucking hungover. Everything was like really loud, annoying. People were fucking drunk in the afternoon. And what made it kind of hard too was that I knew later on that day I had to go to a concert. I was telling my best friend, I'm like, fuck, I don't know how the hell am I gonna go to this concert because I'm already annoyed by all the music going on outside and everything's really not loud for me. But I'm like, I just want to brace through it because I did not waste $20 to pay for a ticket to go to a concert that I want to go to. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna treat this concert like any normal concert. But as I'm freaking hungover at this concert, right? It was so hard for me to actually get into the music because I'm just like, I'm fucking tired. How many more bands do I got? But anyway, yeah, that was my time on doing ayahuasca, sorta, and being extremely hungover.